Yongbang Rufan, the Thai athlete, generous of her to give up her time for a fan signing session. Enjoying some of the attention earlier today when the sun was beating down outside. The warmth of the smiling Thai attracting many fans and a lot of camera attention as well. Cherished moments for many. Thumbs up all around. And that's the scene on court one. We're awaiting the walk-on of our fourth match. It's going to be a men's double showdown. Up next, as we peruse what we've brought you so far, we've gone the distance on all three matches so far. Wang and Huang in mixed doubles from China coming through. China successful in all three matches. Cheng and Jia in the women's doubles as well, and women's singles, Chen Yufei just finding a way past the defending champion who's winless. And that just shows the depth and quality within women's singles these days. Next up, it's men's doubles. The world number 3 tall team, Li and Liu from China, up against the world number 4s, Electric Quick, KAMURA and SONODA. Both teams lost yesterday. They'll be hungry for victory today. We ought to see a lot of fireworks in this one. The Chinese have won 5 out of the last 6 meetings against the Japanese. Will there be a change today? Nothing, well, just one spot between them on the world rankings. That's how the group stand at the moment. Endo and Watanabe with a win yesterday over Li and Liu, who are the defending champions in the men's doubles, the Chinese. And Gideon and Sakamulyo with a win over KAMURA and SONODA. So anyway, there we are. So there's the career wins for these two teams. KAMURA and SONODA have been around for a little while longer. But the Japanese right up against it today. It's been a while since they had a win over the Chinese. 3-6 they trail head-to-head. So here they come then. The Japanese leading the way, beating the path to show court one. And here come the world number 3s. Led out by Li Junhui and Liu Yuchen following behind. They have reached the pinnacle in the game. They're world ranked 3rd at the moment. They were world number 1s in August a couple of years ago, 2017 it was. Let's see if we can glean anything from the coin toss here. Confirmation that the Chinese dominate the head-to-head.
Serve or receive? Who will serve? Lee. He will serve. Who will receive? Yeah.
So Li Junhui will serve to Takashi Kamura from Japan, who has elected to return. There's the tallest player on the court. He really is quite an enigma, isn't he, in terms of what he brings. You're not entirely sure. Always pretty high level, there's no doubting that, but they're laden with power, the Japanese. The Japanese have speed on their side. They are really rapid. 29 years old these days. Kamura. World number 4s have been up to 2 in the world. And his partner, SONODA, same age. Absolute firework of a player. from Kumamoto in Japan. So they played 72 matches, and well, they've won 53 of them this year, lost 19, not their best of years, but still pretty solid nonetheless. Lost out yesterday to Endo and Watanabe, did these two in 41 minutes. Straight game affair in that all-Japanese clash. And Lee Junhui, 24 years of age. One of the features of their game, of course, is how hard they hit those return of serves, just to sort of set the tone of the rally very, very quickly. Have been up to world number ones, these two, but currently sat at 3 in the world. And Liu Yuchen, so 24 years old. They won the Macau Open most recently, plus the HSBC BWF World Tour finals last year, of course, along with the Malaysian Open and, of course, the Sudirman Cup as well. And they were recent runners-up in the Thai Open and 8 other semi-final showings as well. Played 66 matches, won 51 of them. Lost out to Gideon and Sukamuljo yesterday in 3 tight games. And I read, because I didn't see it, I was watching the other court at the time, that they had the upper hand through quite a bit of that, and then suddenly lost concentration a little bit as we say hello to the umpire and service, Judge Steen. Did you called that one, didn't you?
That's a tweak, yeah.
Okay.
I think they played a good match compared to the other matches that we've seen them play against Sukamuljo and Gideon recently. I wouldn't necessarily say they had the upper hand. It was a tight affair until you know who took it into his own racket to make a difference in that game. But some of the best that I've seen these two players play this year. So I guess that makes them the favorite today against KAMURA and SONODA, given the head-to-heads and that KAMURA and SONODA lost in straight games yesterday to Endo and Watanabe.
9 times they've met previously. Japanese have only won 3 of those meetings. It's a tall order for them today. Lee Junhui to get us underway.
Service over. 1, low.
That is a spiky smash from the tallest player on court.
Service over. 2, 1.
Missed that one big. Lee Junhui.
2. Service over. 3, 4.
Well, they've won 5 out of the last 6, these two. showings against the Japanese. And that's the telling difference, isn't it? The weight of the mighty attack overhead from Li and Liu.
Yeah. Extremely powerful.
26-25.
And they were both in a great playing mood yesterday, and if they have the same kind of mood today, it's going to be a great match, I think.
Never say die attitude, these two. The Japanese always on it, always fully invested. There's no doubting that. It's just their signature. There's the evidence of the flat, hard return of serve from Liu Yuchen there. Pulverizing power.
7-5.
Not many teams in the world that can regularly outdo KAMURA and SONODA, but they just have enough to really dent the Japanese defenses.
Well played. From SONODA.
6-7.
Some of the Chinese spectators have emulated
The grunt.
yeah. It's normally really reliable in his effort on the, especially the backcourt, Keigo SONODA, but a couple of weeks ago he collapsed in the final of the All Japan Championship and was carried off court and couldn't attend the prize-giving ceremony. I guess he was dehydrated or something. Good to see him back on court and ready to go again.
What was that, body cramps then, or?
I don't know.
Oh, wow, very uncharacteristic. He's normally full of beans. Oh, how did they turn that around? Just when you thought Japan had got back on top in that rally. Denied again. For big men, they're particularly quick, aren't they, and stealthy, these two.
They are remarkably quick with the racket.
Because normally with tall
body.
athletes, Steen, you associate that with sort of lumbering a little, don't you, at times, but not so the Chinese.
No, yeah, I agree with you that that's how most people perceive it, but I just think we have to get away from that perception because, you know, all the players in the NBA basketball league and stuff like that, they're great athletes, and these two show it can be done. Victor Axelsen has shown it can be done. So it's just about putting your mind to it. Not just because it's not easy, but it's about the first thing you do is putting your mind to it and don't give up and don't fall in for these beliefs that are definitely
limiting.
not true. He started the grunt, or he changed it to goop. So spectators following suit. Hoo, goop.
Mimicking him again, aren't they? He's quite entertaining. Little sideshow going on.
Look how close to the net they're standing, Lee and Liu. Oh, he's made it.
He's made it.
It's a fantastic rally.
Yeah, it's a blur of brilliant badminton, quite frankly. Just all four players were lights out there, and that's what we've come to see on a regular basis in this kind of face-off. High-octane stuff. Longest rally of the match, 45 shots. And as you say, one of the features of their match is they do really get up tight, don't they? Even in their defensive position, it's fairly aggressive in terms of court positioning from Liu and Lee. You're ready for a response from the crowd, aren't you? I can tell.
It's terrible that I've become alert to that. Oh, what a save. Excellent reflexes by SONODA, but unfortunately
just wide.
Just outside of the line.
Oh, he couldn't recover, could he? What, did he slip mid-rally there?
No.
I didn't see him go down at all because we were so spellbound by the quality of the rally. Yeah, he just sort of lost his way, didn't he, as backpedaling. I thought he was going to make this as well, but he couldn't quite dig it out. Still another compelling rally between these two fascinating teams. World number 3s against the world number 4s. What's not to love about this? Lost his way, lost his bearings. He was all disorientated, wasn't he, Liu Yuchen there? Great defense from KAMURA and SONODA. Asking endless questions of the aggressors. You've got to admire the stickability of the two Chinese athletes, because normally when they play, you can imagine they pulverize several teams, but when they're against this Japanese team, so much comes back that they've got to be patient as well as dictatorial.
Yeah,
that's a tough blend, isn't it?
I agree. And it's going to be even more important in the second game. Because here they're getting a little help from their attack. That's well played.
6, 8.
Now they're coming all forward. They're standing on the service line.
Yeah. It must be a little demeaning when you're all out attack and those guys in blue and white are just stood so close,
yeah,
really.
But he's been made to move. He's been made to move Keigo Sonoda. So basically,
then they push forwards.
He was in a defensive position more or less, but very deceiving, because you feel that, okay, it's the shuttle is above the tape and above my shoulder. I can play a creative shot on it, but that's very, very deceiving. Oh, that's a beautiful shot.
What a point that was. Real rat-a-tat badminton.
And one of the things that is difficult to see on the television is how quick these players are with the rackets. This is a really good angle to see the men's doubles from.
I like that side angle as well. Is that what you're referring to?
No, I don't
so
like
much?
the side angle.
You like the behind?
Lower down.
Lower down.
Because you get a much better feeling. The game is so quick in men's doubles, and the reactions are so fast.
Super proactive from Li Junhui. Blistering again, this time from Liu Yuchen. Well, so far, at the faster end, the Chinese have done really well at containing KAMURA and SONODA. Still got plenty of wriggle room here. 6 more game points for the Chinese. Found it. Beautiful. Found the hole on the court, did Liu Yuchen. Fabulous. Second game point opportunity snatched by the defending champions. 21-14, they take the opening game. That was a compelling watch. Don't go too far, back for more in game 2 shortly. they've had holes punched in their defences, but they knew what they were in for tonight, these two. The Chinese duo have been directing affairs, looking busy and threatening from the off. How will they go against the subtle drift now down towards them?
Reactions, and as you said, Paul, it's going to be interesting to see what will be the deciding factor here in the second game. Will it be that KAMURA and SONODA are getting a little help in the attack, or will it be that Lee and Liu can play more free in their defense and thus keep the whole court open? Or perhaps something completely different.
They're showing early intent here, these two. There's no doubting that.
Very good start to the second game for KAMURA and SONODA. They were the ones who chose ends at the coin toss and deliberately chose to start on the far side of the court.
Well, you picked it, Steen, and I'm delighted that you did, because it's interesting now because their game doesn't appear immediately as troublesome at the far end as it did this end, right?
Yeah.
Maybe that's just a minor lapse in concentration. I don't know, but it just seems the sting has gone out of their attack a little.
It's more difficult to kill it from the far side of the court.
2-6.
Yes, brilliant. They've certainly got the jump in this game. SONODA there with a really spiky, flat, hard response right into the body of Liu.
And so far, Lee and Liu, they haven't been able to withstand the Japanese offense. Especially when we think about how forward they were standing in the first game, almost on the first service line.
He got a little lucky there, didn't he? As he wrenched through another racket, breaking multiple strings, Lee Junhui. That was the shot that did it.
Second game, 21-10. One game all.
Three in a row for the defending champions, looking menacing as they were in that opening game. Searing power from the tallest man on court.
That's well played. And from this near side of the court, SONODA, he can set up KAMURA on the front court. That was more difficult for him in the first game.
Yeah, very perceptive of Justine.
This is a repeat of the World Championship final from 2018, isn't it?
Mm.
From Nanjing.
Yes, it is. Yeah. Sunday, the 5th of August, it was, where LIU came through 12-19, straight game affair.
He's become strong in the flat game, Liu Chen. We saw it again. We saw it earlier yesterday, playing Gideon and Sukamuljo. Becomes so fast with his racket. I think that's one of the keys for an eventual comeback here in the second game for Li and Liu. Being even more ready with the rackets, because the shots from their opponents arrive so fast here in the second game. And then trying to get on the attack.
So KAMURA and SONODA this time with their noses in front. 4-point cushion, 11-7 to the turn in game 2. Can they swivel it around and go the distance as we've had all of our matches so far on Show Court 1 today?
You follow, follow. Now game okay, huh?
Too long. Seven. Play.
Linesman getting the looks from Takeshi KAMURA, but he was right. I'm standing directly over that line.
Nicely done, just threaded that one down the line, did Keigo SONODA. Doesn't stand still for a second, does he? I wonder how long it takes him to drift off to sleep at night. Must be twitching. Another barrage comes raining down, this time from the Japanese.
And so far, LIU, they have not found a solution on the far side of the court. Cannot withstand the attack, cannot withstand the flat game.
Yeah.
And haven't been able to play clever service returns and force shots.
9-14.
Chinese coach courtside, pretty animated.
Chen Chichu, former international left-hander, actually made his best results in mixed doubles.
Oh, it's bobbled over, can you believe it? Well, it's been called wide. Neither of them electing to challenge. They must have seen space. And quite frankly, the Japanese have not allowed the Chinese into this game at all.
Wow. The movement from SONODA, I mean, how long was that jump? Sideways left there, that was amazing.
Yeah. Just over pressing there. A rare unforced error from KAMURA.
6-5.
Flat serve gone wrong for Li Junhui. Player who was hurt the second most by the new service rule. Only one worse off than him was Mass Pila Colling, the 205 centimeter high Dane. Looks like he wanted to take another jump there and figure out where was it in the movement that it went wrong.
Looked like he was trampolining after that miss. Japanese have done a great job, though, haven't they, at keeping the Chinese at arm's length.
We could be in for a real thriller in a decider, which I think will eventually come because the scoreline is almost symmetrical, and it could get really, really exciting. But they've absolutely found no solution to the Japanese attack. As LIU.
Well, just over half an hour has elapsed, and the Japanese in your picture are back on terms, winning the second game, 21 points to 12. A lopsided game it was. What will unfold in game three? Don't go anywhere.
Okay. And then now, brother, no 준비. If I did, if KAMURA my control, you follow. Okay? Huh? Follow, no cross drive, only straight drive, all straight drive.
Backside, no slow.
Yes.
No, so, yeah.
Yes.
On course.
Yes. But now, wind is on here. Sometimes long Only one side.
It's okay.
Yeah, this one.
This
Yeah,
is
okay.
yeah.
Okay, one time. Poke lungs.
Yeah.
One time. But only focus now. Focus. Okay. Service. Service. Oh, this is over LIU. The Li. Oh, this one only. This okay. We only here. Mini here. Yeah. So you also good. Also okay. But you follow. Follow. Everything. You KAMURA mind control. You follow. No waiting smash. Oh.
9-8.
Last advice from Japanese men's doubles coach Tan Kim-ho. Malaysian ball is Tan.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
Worked in India before joining the Japanese team just after All England this year, replacing Rioni Meineke, who went home to his native Indonesia to work with the women's singles there. But ready to resume play here, third and final game. Wow. Oh, that's a fantastic opening rally. Quick reactions from all four players.
Well, this is the fourth time these two teams have gone the distance in their previous matches. And Li and Liu have won 2 of those 3 previous contests over 3 games.
Oi, oi! Oh, that's a fantastic. So no.
Somehow he put it to bed. And that was one of the quickest all-time badminton rallies I think I've ever seen. Brilliant.
It almost had the character of a practice exercise where you've predetermined to do certain things so you can speed up the pace.
Perhaps they know each other's sort of patterns of play so well they can anticipate, and of
sure
course
they
it
do.
makes a great watch. Oh, that is nice from KAMURA at the net. Taking all the zing out of that. Dropped like a stone. These two have got their work cut out now.
Excellent service return.
5-3. 10-13.
string break there with that final smash from Keigo Sonoda. He just ambles over. Well, no, ambles not the right word for him, is it? Rushes over to change his racket. He doesn't do anything at less than speedy pace. Just enough pace on it from Lee Junhui to force the error out of KAMURA.
Is this flat game shootout that we expected here in the third game?
I think that's what makes it just such a compelling watch, isn't it?
And one of the things that are important is to make these small changes to the services, to the service returns, make your opponents miss by inches or split seconds. The later you can make them get on the shuttle, the bigger the advantage for you and your partner.
Well, these two are marginal favourites at this stage. World ranking-wise, well, there's just one spot between them. World number 3's in your picture. 4's returning serve right now, but they have had 3 consecutive wins over the Japanese, Li and Liu, of late. That's got to help psychologically.
They've been a little bit better at playing from above the tape than KAMURA and SONODA at the moment. If they can build a little cushion before the change of ends, then they should stand a good chance. Now KAMURA and SONODA, they're facing Gideon and Sukamura tomorrow, and of course anything can happen, but they'd probably sleep a little bit better if they left this match with a win.
It's gone. Great leave.
Service over. 7-9.
Fighting with all their might to retrieve that scoreboard deficit of the Japanese right now. It's slender and still doable. Well, they've been very proactive, haven't they, in trying to turn this around. They have a 4-point cushion now, Li and Liu, the defending champions, again, with their noses slightly in front in this deciding one-game shootout here in Guangzhou. 11 points to 7.
Okay. 连贯直线，下弯直线连贯直线，其他的我们轮攻啊。被动节奏还是要自己还是要适当有高的结合。哎呀，没拉开，你这边顶着开，你要给开之后，其实我们必须要加一档。对，你做，这样你做完之后切网管，他不敢轻易从那边射手消他，赶快提前接过来，他就等你想着兜发。
Well, both teams came into this hungry for a win, something that they're still seeking here. They both lost yesterday, remarkably.
Oh, that's a fantastic interception by Liu Chen. Sways to his backhand side. That could be a little match ball. Match point. Because if they can sort of drag away from the Japanese pair now, that would be really helpful for Lee and Liu, but what a great comeback in the next rally by Sonoda and KAMURA.
Well, we came into this one anticipating a lot of fireworks, and we've not been disappointed.
No, we've definitely got it. That's the difficulty about trailing at the change of ends. There's not room for a lot of those mistakes that KAMURA made here. And now it's both him and Sonoda jumping up and down. For Sonoda, it's just regular practice, but for KAMURA, I think it's also a sign that he's a little bit tensed.
Oh, really good spike there from KAMURA cross court. Wow, got plenty on that, didn't he?
He did, and I think Liu Chen picked up on the possibility a little bit too late. We saw Chen standing very close to the net, but it was like Chen was not alert to possibility. Good service. Well played. It's luck of the net court, but it's also well played because he played with angle, which made it difficult for Japanese pair to turn it around. I wonder how, if we had one of those run trackers they have in the football matches saying this player ran 10 kilometers and midfield player ran 11 and so on. If you'd see it here, it would be like 3 of the players would have perhaps 5 or 6 kilometers, and then Sonoda.
I know where you're going.
17.
Yeah, at least
because
3
it counts
times.
all these.
Yeah, absolutely. He's dancing around, running around at the back of the court on a continuous basis. Win, lose the point, doesn't matter.
I have a feeling if someone in the adjacent court breaks a string in his racket, he's leaving his court to give the other player a racket and then go back to his own court.
Oh, it's great, isn't he? What a character. Well, they're desperately channeling their fighting spirit, the Japanese, but you do sense a little bit like the writing's on the wall again.
And they're under pressure now because they're 5 points adrift, and that's a lot. When Lee and Liu were only 6 points away from their first win here in Guangzhou. Missed it. This is the time where they need 2, 3, 3.5 points maybe to stay in striking distance. Sonoda and KAMURA. Excellent.
接下来出场的是来自日本的远藤大由、渡边勇大。Japan.
Great defense by Liu Chen.
17-12.
Plays it so flat that it's impossible for KAMURA to intercept. At least intercept in a good way.
Yeah, he's really added to his game, hasn't he, this fellow in picture? The flat, hard strikes are just something else. He's developed that part of his game massively.
Yeah, I thought when they first emerged on the international scene and won the World Championships, I thought Liu Chen was sort of the sidecar to Li Junhui, but that's definitely
changed.
not the case anymore.
Yeah. Challenge fading from the Japanese now, you sense. Chinese setting sail for home.
Should they lose here, Sonoda and KAMURA, they still have a chance. And, their last match tomorrow against Gideon and Sukamura. But it's a slim one suspects.
Yeah. Seven match points for the defending champions.
They had some very set observations on Sonoda there, the Japanese, the Chinese pair.
Wanting to finish in a flurry. That's two of those he's messed up. To be fair, though, they've played a brilliant match. But the wince afterwards from both of them tells its own story.
Oh, behind the legs. Between the legs from Li Junhui. Here it comes. Didn't catch it.
Japanese, resolute, so determined. It's admirable. I was saying that of Yamaguchi last night in the Kusala v Sindhu singles match that she contested and turned around. Still 4 more match points to Li and Liu here. And there it is. It's job done for Li Junhui and Liu Yuchen. Back on course to defend their title. They'll need to do more tomorrow, but they're in the running. They've won 6 of the last 7 against KAMURA and SONODA, and they come through in a tight 3-game affair again. 21-16 in the deciding game, just inside an hour played on show court 1. It was a terrific match, as we knew it would be from start to finish. Never a dull moment, but in the end, China come through. There's confirmation of the scoreline. Li and Liu, 21-14, 21-12, 21-16.